Well done, Greg. Great way to start the night.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. No, he's a lovely horse, and Camp were very happy with the way he was positioned tonight, and he performed accordingly.
He doesn't do a lot of racing, Greg. Obviously, there's been some issues with the horse as far as continuity of racing.
Yeah, not sure really, but no, you're right there. He seems to bob up every now and again, and then he sort of goes amiss for whatever reason. But then every time they do produce him at the racetrack, he performs very, very well.
He seems to race well fresh tonight. Not a lot of early speed. You're able to get to the breeze pretty comfortably and control it from that point.
That's right. It's probably not his usual racing pattern. He's such a fast horse, and he's really lethal off a soft run. But they just say it was a pretty steady tempo up front. So he was the best horse in the race. So Connections were happy to put him into the race if that's the way it worked out, which it did. And he showed that awesome speed still up the straight.
Kate, congratulations. Much better performance tonight. I'm sure the mare would have pleased you immensely with her run this evening.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Yeah, she was awfully fast in New Zealand, and first up I just thought she was a touch disappointing, and but she did. She's quite a big mare, so she probably did need the run a little bit last time. And tonight we thought we'd. Just see what happens, and it worked well into our hands.
It's always difficult, isn't it? You get a horse that come across from New Zealand, and you're still trying to work out, how hard to work the girl. She's a big horse. Some horses cope with a bit more work than others, and it's just still trial and error. Yeah,
that's right. She's quite a solid horse, and she's actually quite a really good-looking mare, and she's got a motor, and she does work quite solid at home. We generally work her the opposite way to our raceway because she trots a bit better that way at home, and she just does her thing, and she gets quite keen at home, and at the races she's pretty good. And tonight in the run it was a little bit concerning when the section were so slow, but she's just so fast that I think she sort of felt the winner a long way out.
Well, it was an interesting race. Obviously, the start was important. We'll just have a look at the concluding stages. We've got it up on the screen, Greg. You came to the outside. Looked like you were going to run into it. I thought you were going to really run a good second or third, but that last 50 metres, he came fast.
Yeah, that's right. He probably didn't dash quite as sharp as what I thought he was going to initially, but he certainly still wanted to hit the line, which was most important.
There's a couple of little pacing actions there that I got a bit worried about the horse there, Greg.
You're spot on there, Rob. It's probably the liveliest he's been since I've been driving him, I think. And, he's obviously had a checkered past throughout his career, and as I said, touched on before, Cam has done a great job to sort of get him going as well as what she has done. But there tonight, he was sort of a couple of those old habits, I think, were starting to creep back in, and he was a bit fractious at the start and all that sort of thing. So yeah, I was a little bit concerned myself, but once we got sort of halfway through the race and he was up outside the leader, I was always comfortable that he had things under control.
Well done, Chris.
Yeah, thanks very much, Rob.
Good performance by Tam Major. I was just sort of alluding, once Major Times found the breeze down the back straight and you got that 3-wide perfect trail in the back of Code Black, you were just in the right position at the right time and you knew you were going to get home hard.
Things worked out really well. The speed was, quite strong all the way, and as you said, he got that good drag, and once Major Times got to the breeze sort of into the back, left Code Black out there with no trail, and he was always going to be hard to run down. He just had to finish it off, and that's what he did.
He hasn't, that was his first win since 24th of August 2019, which is quite surprising how long ago his last win was. And you actually drove him on that occasion, but he's competed at the highest level and always performed well.
He has. He just, that sort of horse, he's very strong, but sometimes that sort of works against him. And he had a great 4-year-old year. I think he won the Sires and the Breeders' Crown. And it's just taken him a little while to get back to that form, and that's what he did tonight.
Well done on the victory.
Thanks, Rob. I don't know about reading the race beautifully. He probably looked like a bit of a goose at the 1,000 there when Karen took off, and we didn't grab her back. But I sort of had in my head that she might have actually got around to the breeze at that stage, and I would have looked like a bigger goose being 3 deep at the 900. So lucky I had the good horse, you know. But, just a quick enough horse. We got home in 27.9. He done that easy, you know.
Yeah, one thing we know, when you do take off 3 wide with a lap to go, it's you don't see too many horses, and it's in particular at this level where you can be parked 3 wide with no cover and still win the race. So I think it takes an above average horse to be able to do that here.
Yeah, it does, or a horse that's just way too good, you know, for the rest of the field. And I reckon I've probably won 1 race coming 3 wide at the bell like that. So unless you can get around to the breeze, I reckon when you're 3 deep around 2 turns here, it makes it nearly impossible. But I mean, it's easy to say that now, but yeah, no, the horse, he's been going really good, this horse as well, just having no luck. And I mean, he probably would have been good enough to do it tonight anyway. So but like I said, he was probably a lot better than that field on paper.
Trotted well, he travelled well. It was just a matter of getting the breaks, and once Chiron started to drop off and the heavens opened up, you looked to be the horse that was going to be the winner coming to the home turn.
Yeah, definitely, Rob. You know, obviously with his record, it probably speaks for itself. With you know, the horses he's been racing, it was probably a touch drop in grade for him. And early when Darby's horse galloped, I elected to go to the fence, and down the back I was sort of hoping that Chiron would drop off. I thought it would, but I was just in a bit of hope because I had so much horse there. And yeah, when he come out over Puppet's wheel, he just got a little bit chargy and just fractionally clipped it and put him one little wrong un, but yeah, it never felt like he was in doubt.
Isn't this mare going so well?
Yeah, thanks, Robbie. She's a lovely little mare, and you know, her run last week was just was superb. You know, if I gave her half a chance, she might have been able to knock him off. So, getting into a race like this tonight with Kualoa and 2 times better, it was going to be a good race, and it worked out well that we were able to find the front and didn't get any bad luck. So that was the main thing.
She's just kept getting better, hasn't she, Miss McGonigal? I mean, we saw her always showed to have really good talent. This season, she's just taken some really big steps forward, but she took a giant step, I thought, in the Queen of Pacific. She just had a couple of runs here in October where it looked like maybe she'd gone off, and then all of a sudden she sort of bounced back and she put the writing on the wall, as we mentioned, in that Queen of Pacific, and tonight she's just gone on with it.
Yeah, no, that's right. You know what the mares are like, Rob. You know, they have their runs sometimes, and you know, I think she's really hitting her straps now, and you know, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting how far she can go. You know, if she can just keep on poking along the pegs in those big races, I'm sure she'll keep earning checks.